Roman ruins to see, a Roman museum. There are a couple of churches. We can make that.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. We're in Lyon for the next few days, and in addition to relaxing and enjoying our time, we're doing our best to explore some of what this city provides its visitors. There are several great sites in town, and I'll show you places I feel are definite must-sees when you're here, like the Fine Arts Museum, the Roman ruins above Old Lyon, and the Basilica of Our Lady. I'll then take you to a handful more that you may not necessarily think about, but I believe are well worth your time. I recommend you purchase the Lyon City Card when you arrive. You can do so at the Tourist Center in Place Bellecour. Depending on how long you stay, you can buy the card for 1 or multiple days. The more days you purchase, the better the daily value. The card has an app you can download, and that for me was the easiest place to get information quickly. We'll visit several of the main sites, which won't even put a dent into everything that's offered. Even so, we'll end up saving quite a few euros with this card. And to make this even better, the Lyon City Card provides access to public transit when you're in town. That means you can take the subway, the trams, and even a funicular. The Lyon Visitors website also has great information in addition to whatever else you may use online. Here we are above Old Lyon. This is where the metropolitan area you see today began. Founded in 43 BC, this city started as a Roman colony. This area now houses the Gallo-Roman Museum and ruins that you can explore. It's appropriately called Lugdunum, as that was Lyon's original name. The museum displays artifacts found throughout this region. It also provides an overview of the history of the area. Start from the top floor and work your way down.
Les siècles suivants sont marqués par l'émergence du christianisme, grâce au récit de la persécution de 177.
From there, venture outside to the theater and the smaller but just as impressive Odeon sitting right next to it. The theater is still used today, so when you're in town, inquire if any performances are happening. Also on top of this hill is the Basilica of Our Lady, the city's most prominent church and another must-see when in town.
Let's have a look inside. So pictures are allowed just without the flash.
Built in the late 19th century, the basilica has incredible mosaics to view. There's also a lower church 1 floor down that you can visit that's dedicated to St. Joseph. Be sure to explore the entire area around the basilica, if for no other reason than to enjoy the panorama of the city in front of you and the mountains in the background. Down below the hill is Lyon's Museum of Fine Arts. There's quite a bit to see, so make sure you set aside enough time to get through all the galleries.
And I'm going to guess that that's Rodin. Of course, anybody could.
There's a nice collection of Egyptian antiquities and other works over the ages. Art on display covers all movements over the centuries, all the way up to contemporary pieces. They also have a nice place to get something to eat and drink before enjoying more of the museum or heading to your next stop. Talking of food, Lyon is known for their Bouchon. These are smaller restaurants that have daily classic French dishes. We ate at a few of them, but I didn't film inside. I didn't want to be intrusive with a camera when so many others near to me were enjoying their afternoons or evenings. I will say that if you want a fun experience out with the locals, be sure to visit the James Joyce pub. There weren't that many people where we were sitting, so I got the opportunity to film myself having a pint of Guinness poured by a French-speaking bartender from Ireland. Was I pointing properly? From there you can enjoy the homage to Joyce, which is displayed everywhere throughout the pub. With the Lyon City Card, there's a walking tour or a river cruise. We didn't take the walking tour because of the limited amount of time we had in the city and the fact that we did quite a bit of walking and sightseeing getting to and from various locations. We did, however, take the river cruise, which was quite a bit of fun.
I think we're moving.
You need to book your tickets for the cruise in advance. Once you choose your cruise time and have your tickets, you board on the Saône and make your way all the way up around the first major bend.
Le vélo va passer devant dans un instant. Vous avez une grotte entre les bâtiments. Et dans la grotte, il y a la statue d'un homme. C'est lui, l'homme de la roche, Johann Kleberger.
From there, you'll turn around and head back down to the confluence where you meet the Rhône, basically the tip of the peninsula. A tour guide will provide you with information about Lyon and what you're looking at on both sides of the river. Ours spoke in French and then repeated what he talked about once more in English.
Normally, I talk about this building on the side, the dark point, but because of the lights of the offices, we can't see the real interest of this building, the 4 photographs on the far side of the building.
The boat has a sun deck so you can see everything out in the open. Should weather change or you wish to be inside, the lower deck has windowed views.
Retourné avec les 4 pattes vers le ciel. Et ça crée aussi une nouvelle confluence. Et oui, la précédente était un peu plus en amont, en fait juste en face des remparts qu'on a vus il n'y a pas 5 minutes. Alors en fait les architectes ils ont dit que les trous c'était des enceintes qui diffusaient l'information dans Lyon. So I'm not learning you anything by saying that the tube is green. This color, by the way, is a reference to the green color of the Saône River. I'll talk about
the next day we ventured a bit farther out to the Lumiere Museum. This is the former residence of Antoine Lumiere, who built a large factory and produced photographic works. From there, the family created the first movie. This is Hollywood before there was Hollywood. There are several exhibits, including rooms that remain from the days when this was the family's residence. You can read through information displayed in photographs and look over specific items like the cameras that were used in the production of these works. Many of the exhibits are interactive, allowing you to enjoy the film experience as it progressed over the years. Different ways films were made amaze me. My favorite room showed what can happen when hundreds of small figurines, altered oh so slightly, are caught on film spinning at an accelerated rate. The Resistance and Deportation History Center provides information on how the Resistance operated during the Second World War when France was occupied. Audio guides are available to help you better understand the exhibits and displays. The institution does an admirable job highlighting the history with news stories, pieces of equipment from the time, and video. An audio guide tells you about what you're seeing. There's also a well-designed area where you can walk through a recreation of Lyon and one of its houses during the time of occupation. Heading back toward Old Lyon on the other side of the Saône is the Soieries Brochier Museum that we enjoyed touring.
Hands-on.
Here is where you can learn about a famous Lyonnaise family that has woven silk to be worn by the who's who around the world for generations. All the wonderful printed silk items with designs on them are a result of what was created right here in this town. You've seen scarves with the Mona Lisa or the works of Monet printed on them, right? That's from a fashion concept that was originated in Lyon. You can wander through the rooms at your own pace and admire the fashion throughout the years. Depending on your age, you'll recognize so many prints and designs from past decades that were created by major fashion houses and worn by the world's top supermodels. This is an intimate museum. It wasn't crowded the day we were here, and it's worth visiting. Our next stop in Old Lyon is the Museum of Guignol. You enter through a doorway behind the counter of the gift shop. It's small, laid out across 2 floors, and filled completely with wonderful puppets and marionettes. The person behind the counter will play an audio track that walks you through the exhibits. This track is available in different languages. Obviously, she played it in English for us. The narration gives you the history of Guignol, who was created right here in Lyon in the early 19th century.
When Laurent Moquet lost his job as a silk worker, he did a couple of part-time jobs to feed his family.
He decided with his friend Latford and the Père Thomas to keep the puppet alive and invent a new character that he named Guignol. You can see here Laurent Moquet, the terror out of teeth, manipulating Polichinelle, who will be replaced sometime later. Here is the traditional puppet theater.
You'll get to enjoy puppet theater from in front of the stage as well as behind the stage.
So Guignol, the two sides of the stage, and there are pinholes so that you can look out and see what's happening outside.
So we're backstage right now, basically.
Guignol.
Oh, sure enough.
Et Garfron, Brochier. Oh no, I'm doing right. Bonjour, mon gars. I think this is what we were supposed to come see back here.
Yes, here it is.
N'est pas.
And there are the puppets currently
Upside
not
down.
in use.
The scene situated above
So many of these smaller museums need to be visited, whether they're included in a larger city pass or not. I don't remember them ever being too expensive, and between what you see inside and the fact that you're helping these establishments continue, make it worthwhile.
Well, now you know all about the life of Guignol and his friends. So, if you enjoyed what you saw, make it known to everyone.
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe as I'll be adding more travel videos shortly.